On our Newsmaker line is veteran probably doesn't really say it enough. John Williamson, Store Manager, Great Lakes Ace Hardware on Greater Mack Avenue in St. Clair Shores. John, when did you think I was going to interview you again? Do you remember the last time I interviewed you?
Probably back in the early 1990s.
You've been a store manager and have worked for ACO and Great Lakes Ace for over 30 years. Isn't it correct?
That is correct. As a matter of fact, February 13th will be my 31st year.
Which is like 84 or something like that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So you've been there a few years and can see a few changes, but one thing never gets old with John Williamson, folks, is customer service. And that's what he is all about and trains. I mean, can you even imagine how many people you've trained in the hardware industry?
Not really. It's going to be a lot of people.
Holy smokes. I'm telling you. A great guy, folks. Somebody you want as a neighbor. The store manager of Great Lakes Ace is my neighbor, John Williamson. Is that cool or what? How many employees at the Greater Mack Avenue store do you have?
Glenn, we have 22 great employees who are dedicated to providing their neighbors with exceptional service and a great hardware experience.
That's for sure. And Great Lakes Ace, folks, we had Jason Haley on, and he's a chief operating officer of the show, and explaining last week the company is the same company. It's the ACO employees' company, and they went back with Ace Hardware, so the stores got all redone, which, to me, was a miracle that you guys pulled that off.
Yeah, that was an exceptional experience, and the ability to offer the brands and selection with the Ace brand has just been tremendous for us.
Yeah, you get up to a couple of trucks a week.
Yeah.
And the selections and the name brands, and you have. Tell me about Rebecca Stevens.
Well, Rebecca Stevens is the longest-serving employee in our store who has over 20 years of experience. She currently runs our housewares department, but she's also taken on the role of service ambassador for Ace Supply Place, where we offer products and services to our business neighbors. So
there's so much activity going. What's really cool, they're all independently owned. And with the brand new distribution center in Ohio, just opened up in September, you have all this capability. How many SKUs they got down there? 66,000 or something like that?
Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of SKUs. When we don't carry it in the store, we can get it for a customer within a couple of days.
Yeah, and I mean, the reliability factor is so tremendous. You don't have a third step anymore.
Correct.
It's right from a gigantic distribution center to your store. And those folks really have their act together at Ace Hardware. So there's a lot of exciting times at the Greater Mack Avenue, St. Clair Shores.
Absolutely. We're having a great time. We're embracing the Ace brand and making a big difference for our community.
Tell us about the charitable activities that you're involved in.
Well, we partner with a couple of different groups. We partner with the Grosse Pointe Schools Work-Based Learning Program. This provides jobs and skill training to special education students. The students, accompanied by their coaches, come in about 3 times a week to learn work skills, business behaviors, and such. We also partner with the St. Clair Shores Relay for Life for the American Cancer Society. We had a fundraiser with them back in the fall. Had a wonderful time. Their volunteers came in, sold hot dogs and popcorn, and our team raised over $200 for this great cause.
Uh-huh.
Our store has formed a relay team, and we have pledged to raise over $1,000 for the relay for Life on May 30th. Our store also participates with all the Ace Hardware stores to raise funds for the Children's Miracle Network. Our store raised over $1,000 for Beaumont Children's Hospital,
which amounted to a huge check.
Yeah.
I mean, it was gigantic, and it's all local funds going to the local charities for their local needs. Yeah, so as far as services, you have business-to-business services, right?
We sure do.
Tell us a little bit more about that, because that's quite unusual.
Well, we're offering for our local business community the Ace Supply Place to meet the needs of their businesses. We have big-name brands and access to over 800,000 items, from hardware to janitorial, from paint to plumbing. You can count on us at the 9 Mile Mack Great Lakes Ace for convenient access to quality business supplies and personalized solutions. As I said earlier, Rebecca Stevens is our business and commercial account service ambassador.
So if I've got a shop, a company that uses a lot of stuff, we can get personalized service, and we just have to ask for Rebecca on the phone, and she'll set it up.
Right.
That's good.
800,000 items is a big deal for us.
John knowing John for as long as I have, because I started with Ace in 1974, and knowing John and the competition, John likes to be competitive. And you have a competition going on, a battle, I should say, between the paint and garden department to make sure which one's going to be number one.
Yeah, our paint and garden department are duking it out to see who will finish on top. Very our strongest performers. You know, our history has always been that our garden department has always been very strong.
Yeah.
But our new paint and our paint and color studio, enhanced with all the new product lines and everything we carry, is really giving them a run for the money. So it's a great little competition going on between them and the paint and seasonal departments to just see who can come out number one.
Because, you know, folks, it's always in season at Ace Hardware. They don't have an off season. This isn't like, you know, a season that we're not prepared for. You're constantly changing the front of your store to anticipate the season. And that is what a hardware store does. It doesn't wait around for the weather to be bad. It brings the stuff in. And right now you're probably set up with a lot of Weber stuff for the spring.
We sure do. We have a great selection of Weber grills and accessories for everyone's needs. We also have a great representation of what our spring is going to look like for our lawn and garden customers.
Yeah, which we're all hoping for a real spring this year.
Real soon. Ice melts and winter products have been going really well, and again, you know, we have a great in-stock position on that as well.
With the availability, I mean, up
Absolutely.
to 2 trucks a week. John, well, it's always a pleasure talking with you. Congratulations on your 31st anniversary in the hardware business.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.